Barça! Barça! Barça!
Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca, where we are going to be discussing the latest as usual. We are going to start with Andreas Christensen, as it has been reported that the Chelsea defender will sign a 30 million euro contract with FC Barcelona. We are going to be discussing much on that report as we progress. Then to conclude, talking about Nico Gonzalez, as it has been reported that the Barca midfielder will miss Osasuna clash next weekend due to suspension. We are going to be discussing much on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, we are on our way to 10,000 subs. I'll be really grateful if you can subscribe, give the video a like, and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end.
Barça! Barça! Barça!
Chelsea defender Andreas Christensen is on the verge of completing a free transfer to Barcelona according to reports from Sport. Christensen is in the final 3 months of his current deal with Chelsea and has been linked with a move to the Camp Nou for months now. Talks over a Bosman switch have been taking place for a while, and the deal is now expected to be finalized imminently. Christensen was believed to have completed the first part of his medical last week itself. Now the report adds that the Danish international will go through the second part of the test later today, that is to edge closer towards a move. It is further claimed that the defender's representative will arrive in Catalonia sometime between Monday and Thursday to go through the final details of the agreement before the deal is completed. All in all, the Chelsea ace seems set to be confirmed as a Barca player by the end of this week, even though he will be arriving in the summer. The report shed light on the contract that Christensen will be signing with Barcelona. As per the update, the 25-year-old will pen a 5-year deal worth 6 million euros per season, taking the total value of the agreement to 30 million euros. Once the deal is completed, Christensen will become the first summer signing for Barca under Xavi Hernandez, while the club will also bring in Emre Demi and Pablo Torre, who recently agreed on a transfer from Racing Santander. They will be part of Barcelona's B team. The 25-year-old has been with Chelsea since 2012 and became a first-team regular after a 2-year loan stint with Borussia Mönchengladbach. However, he is now set to end his decade-long association with the Blues and move to Barcelona. I think it's a good move. I've always been saying this. And the fact that Barca have been speeding up this deal, I really admire it a lot. And booking the player for next summer, because if everything goes as planned, Christensen will be signed ahead of the summer transfer window. He will be the first signing for the club come June. So talking about the financial aspect of this deal, I think it's quite decent. 30 million euros overall, because you'll be taking 6 million euros per season for 5 years. Sign a 5-year deal. He's still 25 years old, so I think a 5 years deal is good enough. It's good enough. And in all, it all shows how Christensen was really preferring FC Barcelona to other clubs, because there were many reports saying how numerous Premier League sides were offering him better offers than even Barcelona. But the fact that he preferred Barca, and given his reason, saying that he does not want to be playing against Chelsea, because if he goes to a Premier League club, he will be facing Chelsea every single season in the Premier League. But he does not want to face Chelsea that he loves so much, and he wants to try something new, something different in another country, in another league, and FC Barcelona is his preferred destination. So hopefully the player delivers. I am optimistic about this move, really. And just the fact that Xavi have been involved in many of the transfer decisions. When we look at the January transfer window, the players that were brought in, world-class technical signings, what they have contributed to this team is really great. It's really great. So I think Christensen will do a great job. We have been seeing some of his exploits there at his Chelsea days. It's really interesting to see. And if Xavi wants him, because Xavi have been involved in many crucial transfer decisions for FC Barcelona, and I also see Christensen, bringing that spirit, that defensive prowess in Barca's back line. So fingers crossed, the deal is very, very close to completing, and maybe by next week it will be announced. Of course, he'll still be there in Chelsea till June comes when he'll be a Barca player. So I give a thumbs up to the Barca management, to manager Xavi Hernandez, for the good job they've been doing so far. Then on to the next story of discussion. Young midfielder Nico Gonzalez will miss Barcelona's next league match against Osasuna after picking his fit booking against Elche in a 2-1 win, coming on as a second-half substitute for Frankie de Jong in the 68th minute. The 20-year-old fouled Guadio Carrillo to receive his fifth booking of the season and thus earning an automatic suspension for the home game against Osasuna on March 13. Fortunately for Xavi, the 42-year-old has several options at his disposal, including that of Sergio Busquets, De Jong, Gavi, Pedri, and Ricky Puig. On the other hand, though, a certain Ronald Araujo will be at risk against Osasuna as he is one yellow card away from suspension. If the 22-year-old does end up in the referee's book, he will be unavailable for selection for the upcoming Clásico against Real Madrid on March 20th. Now, Barcelona have shown extreme improvement in several areas under Xavi, but unfortunately, discipline isn't one of them. Since the day he was walked into the team, players have been throwing unnecessary challenges and thus earning automatic suspension. Take for example, Nico himself. 3 of his 5 yellow cards have come in his last 4 appearances, and what's even more baffling is that he didn't even start any of those games. Experienced left-back Jordi Alba received his fifth booking against Valencia, forcing him to save his suspension against Athletic Club. Furthermore, veteran defender Gerard Piqué has already been suspended twice this season, while midfielder Sergio Busquets once. Not to forget 17-year-old Gavi, who has been suspended 3 times this season, once due to a red card in the form of a double booking. Frankie de Jong is the other player on the verge of his second suspension of the season. The former Ajax man has 3 yellow cards to his name and is only 2 bookings away from being suspended. So I think Xavi should work on this, because I have realized that the number of fouls that we commit is too much. It's too much. Barca have never really been that kind of team that commits a lot of fouls, and we can see the suspensions. This might affect us. Now, there are some games that Xavi might not put the lineup, the players that he wants to put, because of the risk of them being suspended. Look at the case of Ronald Araujo. We play El Clasico on the 20th of this month. Araujo has 4 yellow cards. Now, many reports are saying that Araujo might not even play against Osasuna because of the fear that Araujo might take a yellow card in that game and miss the Clasico, the important Clasico game on March 20th. So I think Xavi should try and work on that. Gavi looks innocent in his face, but he's terrible when it comes to fouls. We understand that most of them are tactical fouls, but come on, Xavi needs to work on that. It might haunt us. It is already haunting us. So I think we can improve on that. Xavi needs to improve on that. Barca have never really been that team with so many fouls. I've taken note of it. Many of the fouls this time around is quite alarming. And look at uncountable number of players have been suspended. Nico Gonzalez now risk of not playing. Maybe he will not play against Osasuna because he got a booking last time out against Elche. So I think Barca needs to work on that, really. We need to work on that. So, callers, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye-bye.